Hello everyone, it's Micah. Welcome to our weekly wrap-up for January 27th, 2024. We're going to be going through the number one song and album this week, and for the first time in a while we have fresh entries, as a matter of fact debuts on both the Billboard Hot 100 and the Billboard 200 album chart, so that's exciting, first time this year. And then we're going to be covering a couple of other news items involving the plethora of music festivals that are coming up, and a little surprise. Well, it's not that much of a surprise, but we'll get to that in a bit. Our new number one single is from Ariana Grande. Her Yes And becomes her sixth debut single at number one. It took Ariana a long time, well, a relatively long time to reach the top of the charts, but ever since she hit her stride, she's been moving like gangbusters through these chart toppers. I want to say this is her eighth number one overall, and her first big solo chart entry, aside from her occasional duets over the past couple of years with The Weeknd that have charted pretty well. This is her first solo outing since 2020 when she started working on the Wicked film adaptation. Her new single is Yes And, which very much gives vibes of Thank You Next, with brief conversational titles. And the song itself has courted a fair amount of controversy, or I guess I should say, since it's responding to the controversies in her personal life, it has piggybacked off of that and has become a topic of its own. I will be reacting to this next week. I'm not sure how successful I'll be in being able to actually show the video while I'm reacting to it, but I'm bound and determined to do so because this is our first new number one in a while. The video is well, we won't spoil the surprise. We'll wait for the reaction. But you've lots of people have seen it. You may have already seen it. It's a tribute to a video from the 80s, and the sound of the song is, a lot of people compare it to Vogue by Madonna. To me, it just sounds like the same sort of generic, the same house sound that Vogue was patterned on, because at the time Vogue was very much at least the backing track for Vogue was kind of a cookie cutter house rhythm as far as I was concerned. Or I mean, you all can correct me in the comments if I'm off base there. But it does have that sort of conversational, casual vocal delivery paired with the high tension house backbeat, so there are some Madonna influences, but here I am reacting to the song already. I actually really like the song. Some people were less than impressed with it, but I think it's a cool record. Congratulations to Ariana. We'll see if this one will stick around, or if this is just a brief flash in the pan introduction for Ariana. On the album charts, Atlanta's own, and I'm from Atlanta, 21 Savage, by way of Britain, of course, as we found out a few years ago, and everyone was surprised. Wait, he's from England. 21 Savage has the new top U.S. album. It's called American Dream. I don't know too much about it. I know that he's been coming out with new albums on a annual or every 2-year basis for the past several years since his first full length, which I believe was in 2017. He's worked closely with Drake and with a few other artists and put out some collaborative efforts as well. Not very familiar with his music, but congratulations to him for topping the album charts this week. And maybe we'll hear more from him and about him in the weeks ahead. Although it certainly won't be from the purported documentary that was supposed to come out to accompany the album. That turns out was just a promotional hoax that was propagated by 21 Savage and who was supposed to be working with him on that, also from Atlanta, Childish Gambino. Don't tell me, for some reason his name is escaping me right now. I don't know why. He's one of the most famous people in the music industry, but yeah, that guy. uh, so, congratulations again to 21 Savage. The big surprise, Billy Joel. Some of you may not even remember who he is. His last uh, full-fledged studio album of original material came out in 1993. That's 30 years ago, y'all. That's 30 years ago, y'all. That is a long time ago. It's mind-boggling to think it's been that long since he's released any new material, but all we're getting is a single as of right now, and it's very appropriately called Turn the Lights Back On. Billy Joel has had a residency at Madison Square Garden for, I guess, the past 10 years maybe, and it's just been an incredible run, and his fan base is as devoted as ever. But now there's going to be some new music for them to listen to, and so that's pretty exciting for those of us who were listening to music back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s when he had his biggest run of hits. Welcome back to the original music sphere, Billy. Finally, I was just perusing. Well, actually, for the one festival, I was getting messaged direct or getting ads served directly to me on Facebook, but I was looking around, and there are tons of music festivals coming, being announced at the beginning of the year. There's the Just Like Heaven, Bourbon and Beyond, Beach Life, but the one that I'm the most familiar with, because it's been targeted to me, and it is more up my alley than most of the others, is the Lovers and Friends Festival, which has a staggering array of R&B and this year pop artists with my favorite Janet Jackson, Usher, and Backstreet Boys headlining, and it's going to be in Las Vegas. I've already seen Janet and Usher in Las Vegas, and furthermore, it's not at a good time for me for professional reasons, but otherwise I might try to make the trip out there because there's tons and tons of great artists and artists that I've either grown up listening to or became fans of as they became big artists in the 90s and the 2000s. There's Nelly Furtado, TLC, Sierra, Mary J. Blige, Lil Wayne, Nas. Nas I actually saw a couple of years ago opening for Erykah Badu. Timbaland, Keisha Cole, Brandy, and Monica. So it's just, and it's just even the artists that are in the fine print of the festival flyer are like huge stars. So it's pretty impressive. I kind of wish I could go, but it's also probably going to be a pretty hectic atmosphere. So I might be best sitting this out anyway, even if I were able to clear out that weekend to go attend. But look up some of these festivals. It's a great way to see lots of artists at all in one fell swoop, and there's tons of them to pick from this year. Well, that's all I have for this week. This is the part where I get personal and talk about what's going on with me and what's going on with the channel. I'm very encouraged by the steady stream of views and comments that I'm getting, and I thank everyone for their engagement on these. And for those of you who have made suggestions to me, I am making notes on every one of them. I do have a couple of surprises that are in the works that are partially recorded but not ready for release yet. And I don't want to tease something that doesn't come to fruition, so I'm not going to comment too much more, but it is going to be something other than my usual Monday through Friday reaction series. I'm very happy to be offering these new things, and hopefully it'll boost my views, and it'll boost my visibility on and the visibility of the channel. So I'm excited to see if those are going to those are going to be big things. And it's trial and error. That's what I'm finding out, and hopefully at some point I will find something that will engage a lot of people and in the meantime, I'm also working on my technical side of things. I've been screwing around with my lighting techniques for a bit, and as you can see from this, like, I'm an amateur. I'm a complete amateur at it. So please bear with me while I continue to fine tune and get some expert advice and get everything just right. So we're still in the early stages of the relaunch of the channel. We're about 7 weeks in now, and I'm happy that I've been able to stick to it, and I'm happy that, like I said, for the level of engagement that I've had so far. So thank everyone who has commented and given me great tidbits of information about the videos, made your thoughts known. A couple of requests have come in. I really would like more requests so I could know what there's an appetite for out there. Leave some comments, suggestions in this video, and like I said, the lighting is something that I'm definitely working on. So I am aware of the issues with that. Thank you, and remember to join me next week for the next weekly wrap-up, the first one of February. And until then, watch out for some new reaction videos, and please be sure and like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you feel so inclined, and remember to make music